album review. Okay, everybody knows I love the Drive-By Truckers. Like, love the Drive-By Truckers. So Jason Isbell had joined the band on the 4th album. He was on the 4th album, the 5th album, and the 6th album. We're going to be talking about the 7th album. The first one he wasn't on. Brighter Than Creation's Dark from 2008. I half joke that when Jason Isbell left, they had to replace him with 3 people. That's how good he was. Honestly, that's how good he was. How good he is. He's still around, don't worry. They had to replace him with 3 people. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So, they needed the third lead guitar player, right? So, John Neff, who was an original member of the Drive-By Truckers, but he had quit, but he had been a touring member for the last few years, came back as an official member. So we go, excellent, John Neff is back in the band. Like, you know, as a full-time member again, excellent. Well, they need a keyboard player now. So they invited Spooner Oldham, who's a famous session keyboardist, back into the band to play with them on tour and to be a part of this album as like an unofficial member. And he had worked with them on Decoration Day before. And so us fans were like, excellent, Spooner's back. This is great. Okay, well, they're going to need a third vocalist. Well, what do? The bass player, Shauna Tucker, comes in with 3 songs. And she sings lead on them. So she's coming into the forefront, finally, into the band. And this is her third album with them. So Drive-By Trucker fans are like, excellent, Shauna's taking lead vocals. This is great. She's writing. So, smart how they transitioned. They brought in 3 new elements that were already extremely familiar to Drive-By Truckers fans. So they weren't replacing Isbell with anyone particularly, but they had to replace him with 3 people. And I just love how that story went. Anyway, so Brighter Than Creation's Dark. And another thing about this is that Cooley came in with a half the album written. And normally his albums, like we always loved Cooley's writing, a lot of Drive-By Truckers fans. But usually he would have like, at the most, 4 songs per album. Well, this album here has 19 tracks. And Cooley's wrote about half the album. Patterson writing the other half. And then Shauna coming in with three songs of her own. This is more, they wanted to do something more acoustic driven. And I gotta say, looking at these 19 songs, I know it's all backwards for you. This is a great album. It is one of those albums, though, where you think, oh man, if Isbell would have been on this album. But hey, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. It's a great album. I would probably give this, I'll give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Brighter Than Creation's Dark by Drive-By Truckers from 2008. It's really good.